It's obvious that you listen to this show to hear about and support other people's dreams. But what about yours? What is your dream project? I'm here to help you break through whatever is in the way of your dreams and get you to the finish line. Go to dreamingbigcoaching.com today and take the first step. Literally, it's a button you can click to sign up for a free consultation with me. Let's find out if I can help you reach your goal. Click on Take the First Step. It's that simple to start the rest of your life. Get coached by Rob Southgate at dreamingbigcoaching.com. Welcome back once again to Go Fund This, the podcast where you find out about the coolest crowdfunding campaigns out there that you definitely want to know about. I'm your host, Rob Southgate, and today I am joined by author Frank Morin to talk about the Kickstarter for his new fantasy novel, Bacon Master of the Apocalypse. Yeah, you heard that right. Here's Frank. Frank, it's been a long time coming. We tried to do this before, and we have finally made it. Welcome to Go Fund This. Today I've got my special guest, Frank Morin. Frank, I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm happy to be on the show. Glad we can make it work today.
Finally, right?
Yes.
So Frank, why don't you tell everybody about yourself a little bit, and then we'll jump into what the project is.
Sure, absolutely. I'm an author. I write fantasy books, and so I'm known for fast action stories with quirky humor and unique worlds and cool magic. So if you like a story that moves along pretty fast and has most of them have a lot of laughs, that's what I do.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. I got 15 books out so far. I've got 2 completed series. I've got a young adult epic fantasy series called The Petrolist, which is super fun. 10 books total in that series.
Wow.
And my urban fantasy time travel thrillers, The Face Takers, 4 books in that series. Very epic, goes deeper and deeper into history throughout the series.
Now, is that going to end at 4 books?
Yeah, that was done at 4 books. And, at some point I may go revisit it. There's just so much you can do with that. But as we go deeper into history, the books get bigger.
Okay.
So
sure.
You finish that series and you don't feel gypped in any way.
No, I get it. So the book we're going to talk about, you're trying to kickstart the book Bacon Master of the Apocalypse. This is your new novel. It's about a feast of humor, food magic, culinary wizards. I like everything it's saying there. Awesome. I love the graphics you have on here. We have so many fun things to talk about in this that I think people listening are going to really enjoy. When does this launch?
The Kickstarter launches June 13th. It'll run for a month. And I'm hoping, a lot of people, it resonates with them. People have been responding well to the cover and the title and the concept. So we're hoping, the big goal of the Kickstarter is to make this gorgeous, exclusive leather edition hardcover that I'm very excited about. I think it's going to be just fantastic.
That's so cool. Now, your goal on this is 2,000, which is fairly low, but you did that so that you could make sure that you're going to hit this because the book's coming out no matter what, right?
Correct.
So it'd be nice to at least put 2,000 in there to help offset the cost on things.
Correct.
The more we can put in, the better. And actually, I think that looking at this, I would say you should be able to hit 10 grand. So everybody out there, start pledging. Let's get him to 10 grand and we'll see if I'm wrong and we get it higher.
That would be wonderful. We'll take it. I'd love to prove you wrong.
It would be awesome. So why don't you tell people the story of Bacon Master of the Apocalypse? Don't spoil the ending, though.
Okay, sure. Absolutely. I can talk about it all day, but I won't do any spoilers, I promise. So Bacon Master of the Apocalypse is set in this fantastic world where you have the gods of the Pantheon. They fuel the powers of their guilds of magic. You've got cheese wizards, muffin mages, bacon masters, etc. And in this really cool world, you have a guy named Rasher Dilskin. He is a bacon master. He can channel the awesomeness of bacon for superhuman enhancements. He's really a fantastic warrior, nearly unstoppable guy. Really, a hero in almost every way, except for the fact that he faints at the sight of blood. Kind of a problem. He's trying to get his career going and, win permission to marry his true love. But the empire is invaded by this horde of ravening magical monsters. And the heroes who lead the legions are known as the Reapers of the Apocalypse. They've been fighting off the apocalypse for 12 generations. And this new team, this current team, they're awesome. And they're abruptly sidelined by nefarious contract addendums that say they can no longer be heroes on penalty of the cream cheese clause. So it's pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So they need new heroes. They need them right now. And they end up getting Rasher Dilskin. He's given a quirky little team that nobody thinks can save breakfast, let alone the Empire. And so they got to figure out how to work together, solve a mystery, get some new recipes in order, get their battle cuisine in array, and lead the legions out to battle to stop the apocalypse.
So I take it you like your breakfast.
Yes, sir.
Is this one of those things you're sitting there eating and you're making up this story and you're laughing and then you go, oh, wait, this is a novel?
Yeah, we get into that a lot. We get sidetracked by cool bacon recipes that I find online all the time. And my son's trying to get me to make the one that's probably going to kill me. It's like a full package of cheese wrapped in bacon and baked. And it's like death in a pot, I guess. But it looks great. And one of these days, we're going to try it and probably film it so that you can see my end in all its glory.
I think that should be a stretch goal on this. And if you hit it, that's the end.
That's right. We will eat the bacon wrapped cheese ball of doom.
Oh my God, that's so funny. If he takes out a life insurance policy on you soon, then you know it's coming and you also know his true motivation.
That's right.
I'm just saying. Right. So, okay. Bacon Master of the Apocalypse, great name. I love the artwork in here. This picture, is this the limited edition leatherbound? Is that what I'm looking at there? Because that is literally one of the coolest books I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny because there's like a logo on there with the butcher knife and everything in the center of that.
Yeah.
We designed that logo and I was talking with my artist who did the standard edition cover. And I said, hey, can you take this and apply it to this kind of blank leather image that the printer sent me and, make it look cool. And he came back with what you see there. He's like, is this what you meant? Like,
yeah,
that's just what I meant.
I mean, it is so cool.
I sent that back to the printer and I said, this is what I need to do. And they're like, yeah, let me get back to you. And they came back and said, I went through it all with my, my designers and everything. And they said, yes, we can do that book. Wow. So it's got like embossing and debossing and gold stamping and all kinds of stuff on it. It's pretty intense, but I mean, you can see the image and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, when you're able to get into the Kickstarter. So right now, when you listen to it, if you're listening before launch, you can go in and you can say, notify me upon launch. Okay. Right. Which you want to do. I always encourage people to do that for as many as you think are cool. That way, when they launch, you're given that notification and boom, you can jump in there because you are going to want to look up. You can go there and you can look up Bacon Master of the Apocalypse, or you can look up Frank Morin, or you can just go to the links in the show notes because it is all there. But when this thing goes live, you're going to want to jump right in there. And I got lost in my own thoughts there because I'm looking at these bacon covered donut that's really exciting me. So let's shift gears. Let's talk about the tiers. Yeah. Are there a couple of tiers you want to highlight that you think people would be really into?
Sure. Yeah. We're trying to give a pretty wide range. The kind of the main tier that I think most people are going to be most interested in is called the Bacon Master tier, of course. And that's the tier where you get the special leather edition hardcover. You also get the signed ebook. You get the audiobook. The leather hardcover is signed. It's kind of, you get everything in the one package.
Yeah.
And it's great because, a lot of people want to get the leather hardcover. I've been talking, they're like, this is great. I'm not sure I'm going to read it because I don't want to, ruin it in any way. I want to have it so I can enjoy it and put it there next to breakfast when I'm eating bacon and everything. But maybe they read the ebook or maybe they like listening to audio.
Maybe get buried with it. It would be a nice thing to be buried with after you eat that bacon cheese ball of death. Yeah.
It would be an epic way to go.
Yeah.
So the Bacon Master level is sounding like it's going to be the most popular one because you get a lot with that.
Yeah.
But then there's other levels. It's $100 pledge. Which I think we're dropping that to 90. We're trying to get our costs down to get people as much value as possible. But there are other levels. If you don't want the leather hardcover for some reason, you can get just the standard hardcover edition, or you can get just the standard or just the audiobook edition. Or if you just want to contribute, you don't have much money, you can get like the tipper level, I think it is, which is just, you get the ebook.
Yeah, that's a great way to go. That's a great way to go.
Yeah.
If you can't afford some of those other tiers. I know
Yeah.
that a lot of times people feel like, man, I can't put a lot in there, and I can't get anything cool like the book until I'm way up high. But at $15, that's
Right.
very reasonable.
That one's pretty easy to go. The other thing I'd mention, which is pretty cool, is when you look down there, if you get real excited about this and you have a little extra money to spend, you could look at the Patreon level, which is a little bit more at 500. But in that one, you get everything at the Bacon Master level. Plus, you also get to include or submit to me your favorite foods, and we'll find a way to incorporate those into one of the gods of the Patreon and make it, magical and important in one of the books in the series.
Oh, that's so cool. I know people love that. I've had a lot of Kickstarters on here where they've included somebody as a character, or they've given them that power to like affect things that way. Those are always big ones. Those are ones that go, and the number seems high to the author. And then people get a load of it and they're like, no, that's not too high, because now I get to have my favorite food be part of this.
Right.
Yeah. That is really cool.
That
is really cool.
About.
So,
and of course, the Master Chef level, if someone, wants to fly me and my wife over to your house, we'll cook some epic food with you, spend the afternoon talking about whatever you want to. That was a little more, but I honestly hope someone picks that up. I'd love to go fly to someone's house and spend the day with them.
How awesome would that be? And if you do that, maybe, just maybe, the bacon cheese ball of death will make an appearance there.
It might have to.
That would be quite the tier. You pledged, you got the book, you ate with you, and you're dead. It's over.
And we probably record the whole thing for posterity's sake.
Right. You will become famous from that. That is definitely a viral video right there. So looking at the Kickstarter, as I'm scanning down, I'm seeing you've got this really great thing where you've got your whole timeline and it's got images on it. It talks about the whole process. You've got your risks, which are really pretty nominal. I mean, you're coming out with the book no matter what. So
at this point, the book is done. Edits are done. I'm just starting to get feedback from folks who are on my Patreon and initial beta readers. And book 2 is done. I'm working on edits to book 2 right now. So
really?
Yes, sir.
How many books are going to be in the series, do you foresee?
Well, I'm thinking at least 4, but I have it kind of tentatively mapped out to be more than that. So if it is received well, which I'm expecting, I'm expecting at least 9 books.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Well, how many pieces of bacon come in a pack? Is it 10? Maybe you want to get that way. One of your tiers can be you get some bacon sent out to you.
We might have to.
Although
I hear the hobbits and the Lord of the Rings, saying, what about elevensies?
The elevensies, nothing wrong with that. If they include bacon, I'm always in.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Okay, let's talk about stretch goals. Now, I know that you're just kind of filling them in, so we're not going to get into too many specifics, but you do have some stretch goals in mind, right?
I do. I'm very excited about them.
Let's hear them.
So, the first couple we're going to have, we've got a bonus scene where I'm either going to include a short story, in the book, or a scene from book 2 in there. And I've got some great ideas for that. The second stretch goal, which I really, really hope we make it at least that far, we have an amazing, very epic image of this shadowy figure with a hat and a staff, that we're going to put on the back cover of the leather hardcover as an embossed image that I really, really want to do that. So,
it looks super cool. So that's one that if you know anyone that might be interested in this book, tell them about this book, because we want to get to that stretch goal. It's so cool. And what a collector's item. Like, anybody that's into food and thinks this is funny is going to go crazy for this, because it's cool on top of it.
I sure hope so. I'm having so much fun with it. So I hope other people enjoy it too.
Just being on this end of it, reading through everything and looking at it, I think it's fantastic. I'm completely having a great time with it. Add-ons. You've got some add-ons in here I want to talk about. So you've got some basic things you can get. It looks like a world map, some things like that. You can you get artwork. And then we get to the meat for me.
Yes, we do.
The Baby Bacon Master, $30. You get a 5-inch cast iron mini skillet. I mean,
Yes.
come on.
You also get my favorite mini skillet chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that is an epic cookie, let me tell you.
See, there's value right there. We go up to the $40 level. You've got the cheese set. You've got the knives for that. I love it.
Yeah, and that's a custom set of little cheese knives, and they have Bacon Master and Apocalypse written on them, and also your name gets engraved on one of them.
Oh, cool. And then going further, we've got the cookie cutters, which are really nice looking. That is a plus. We've got a wizard wardrobe, which is really an apron, which is also awesome. And now we're to the one that this is everything to me.
That's the king. That's the king of the add-ons.
And how do you say this?
The Grilladine.
The Grilladine. It's
right.
A 10-inch Bacon Master engraved frying pan with your name on it. This image alone, I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's the one to get. I mean, right there. Pledge what you want. I mean, if you can get that leather book and get this, you are a true Bacon Master. You can wear this proudly, but that is a usable skillet that is awesome. I love it.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I gotta do that. I mean,
how do you not?
Yes.
Well, we have a 10-inch cast iron up on our stove that we keep there. We cook with it literally every day.
Mm-hmm.
So this would
pretty much indestructible.
Yeah, this would be the thing. This would just sit on that oven, and anyone that came over would be like, yeah, this is my Bacon Master of the Apocalypse frying pan. I mean, how cool is that? So I gotta say,
in the kind of the standard edition book, on the cover, if you look, he's got the frying pan right there.
Hold on, I'm going. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh,
and in at least a couple scenes of the book, he uses a frying pan. So
it's important.
It fit. You got to have it.
I would say that is quite the weapon. I don't know if you ever watched the show Mythic Quest, but in one of the early episodes, they're making this big MMO, and Rob McElhenney plays the game designer. And somebody says, "Oh, we're going to put an enchanted shovel in here," and they're like, "What is it?" He goes, "It's just a shovel." And he's like, "No, it's got to be a weapon." They're like, "It's a shovel." So he starts figuring out how he can attack people with a shovel, and they make it this like super powerful weapon, and it's a shovel. So as soon as I saw the skillet, I'm like, yeah, it's a skillet. And then I'm like, you get hit in the head with that thing?
Yes.
That's a weapon.
Did you say that was Mythic Quest?
Mythic Quest, yes.
I got to check that out, because one of the people on Rasher's team is a guy named Noops, and he is a very epic knight who is a shovel knight.
Oh, yeah.
He actually fights with a very epic shovel, and he takes the whole shovel knight idea to a whole new level.
I love it.
Awesome character. He's super fun.
You know what? You're going to have to watch that show. I think you're going to feel a kinship with Mythic Quest. And just a side note, it is a phenomenal show. You got to stick with it. It just keeps getting better. It's Rob McElhenney from it's his show from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, I don't know how I never heard about it before, but
it's on Apple Plus. That might be how you didn't hear about it. But yeah, it's worth getting Apple Plus just to binge this show. I mean, I could talk about 10 shows on there that we love, but this is one of our favorites. So, and a shovel knight.
You brought it up.
Yeah, you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, so where can people connect with you? We already told them they can find links in the show notes for the Kickstarter, Bacon Master of the Apocalypse, but where can they connect with you? Where can they engage with you?
Yeah, the two best places to engage with me, on Facebook, I have a new Facebook group called Bacon Master of the Apocalypse. I've been posting artwork, and, we've been posting, dad jokes and puns, which are a big part of the book too, and recipes and other things. So that's it's pretty recently created, but it's starting to grow pretty fast. And I just started a new Patreon, just barely launched it. And that's a place where if folks want to read chapters early and give me feedback on them. I started posting chapters on there. And actually just today we launched, there's a free trial period. You can get on Patreon, click that you want to back just the basic Coffee Wizard level. It's like $3 a month. And you can try it for 7 days for free. You read all the chapters I posted and cancel. I don't care. But check it out and let me know your thoughts.
There's your trick with Apple Plus too.
That's right.
Get the free trial. Watch the hell out of that show. And
you're going to have to watch it 24/7.
That's right.
So Patreon's a great place. I'm getting ready to launch my Discord server on there for patrons. But between the Patreon and the Bacon Master group, those are great places to reach out to me besides just the other social media accounts.
Yeah, which we'll put in the show notes as well.
Yeah, for sure.
This was so much fun. Thank you so much for being on, Frank. I can't wait for this to launch. I can't wait to hear about all the success with it. I told you, I'm thinking 10 grand is our starting point. I think we're going to go a lot higher than that. Tell your friends out there about this. Share it. You can share some dad jokes with people. Get them so they're like, yeah, I want a book like this. I remember buying. There were some books like this. Oh, actually, there's one that's really good that a friend of mine did called The Wobbit, and it's his.
The Wobbit. Okay.
His Lord of the Rings thing. Paul Erickson. Very funny. And it's one of those things when I recommended it to people, I posted on my Facebook. This is like when we started our podcast network. I had a number of people buy this book because they saw it and they thought some of the things I wrote were funny or that I shared were funny. And, he told me, he said, I got so many new fans. He goes to Comic-Cons and people walk up and they're like, I saw Rob's post and this is such a great book. So do that. Be that person for Frank.
Please.
Share it, post it, get people going. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? This bacon and fantasy. Come on. That's a match made in heaven.
You can't beat it. And we can end on a bacon joke for you.
Let's hear it.
What is a bacon lover's favorite movie? Grease.
Oh boy. I'm kind of upset because I know I'm going to tell that as soon as we get off of this.
Yes, so. And please do. It is open copyright. You can share it as many times as you want.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks again, Frank, and good luck.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking with you today.
Thanks again, Frank, for coming on the show and sharing this hilarious and exciting novel with us. I love everything about this. Follow the link in the show notes so you can support this Kickstarter and get your own copy of Bacon Master of the Apocalypse and maybe your own cast iron skillet to battle monsters. And don't forget to share this on your social media. You never know who's going to fall in love with this. If you or anyone you know has a crowdfunding effort about to launch or currently going, send them my way. I love to share cool projects and to help people reach their goals. You can connect with me through the Go Fund This Podcast Facebook page or via email directly to rob@smgpods.com. You can find a link to this Kickstarter and any other links that we discussed in the show notes. Go Fund This is a production of Southgate Media Group, hosted, edited, and produced by me, Rob Southgate. Thanks again for listening to Go Fund This.